Greetings, Internet. Welcome to Aaron Plays, and I hope you're doing fantastically well. This is just a August roundup of what I'm doing, what I'm not going to be doing, etc. So it should be a short little video saying, yay, nay, let me know what you want. So let's start at the beginning. At the present moment, I've got two sort of series running. One on Battle Hymn. I have just concluded the last episode of this. It will be uploading about I'm doing one per day. So as I record, this is August the 6th. I think I've just got episode 9 going up. So August the 7th, episode 10, etc. until it's finished. I hope to upload this video today. So Battle Hymn, yes. So it's finished. What to do next on that one? Battle Hymn or Ambush? I don't know. With the Battle Hymn, I'm going through them in the order of the missions in the book. With the Ambush, I'm now doing them in chronological order. So the next one for Ambush is mission 7. Obviously, the next one for Battle Hymn will be mission 2. I just don't know. I enjoy both, but it'll be one of them. So once this is finished dropping, I will be starting the prep work, whichever one I decide. I might even just do it by random hour. Or how about this for a suggestion? You guys tell me. What would you prefer to see? There we go. More votes for Ambush, I'll do Ambush. More votes for Battle Hymn, I'll do Battle Hymn. And if it's a tie, I'll bloody roll a dice. There you go. So Ambush or Battle Hymn is definitely on the agenda. Now, the other thing that's been running along smoothly-ish is, I say ish, Into the Woods. So that's the other thing. I've just done 12 episodes of that, which completed the 6 a.m. turn of the Confederate offensive on April 6th. If you haven't watched any of those, please do so. Again, I enjoy going through that. I haven't started anything for the 7th of July, 7th of April. So I'll be starting that probably in the next few days. Depends how I feel, time-wise and such forth. I'm on holiday at the present moment. So, yes, thoroughly enjoyed that, and I hope you guys did too. I did ask a question, and it seems to be an answer that, I say the vast majority, there's not many of you actually replying, but I prefer to see me do every single activation and in minute detail. So, yeah, that's Into the Woods. What else? Right. Well, the ongoing one, yeah, which is an opposed play. So In the Woods is solo. I'm playing it solo, and Battle Hymn and Ambush are actually solo produced games. Panzerblitz. Now, I've been playing this most Wednesday evenings. That's the evening we sort of play. We'll be doing another game on, well, I'd say this is August 6th, so that's Tuesday, so tomorrow night, August 7th. Now, we're going to do Situation 7, me and Harry, and we've already actually done Situation 7, but I didn't release it because it was a bit of a farce. Because it just didn't work. The scenario, I mean, I read the actual article afterwards in the Wargamer's Guide to Panzerblitz, and it said the Germans are going to be really aggressive and such forth. It worked out that the Russians had to do virtually nothing other than just move onto a board, and the Germans had to do absolutely everything. And if they cocked it up even slightly, they were not going to get a minor defeat. They were going to get an absolute total disaster defeat. So I was playing the Germans. I thought that there was no incentive for me to be aggressive by the Russians just moving on to the central board. And I'll explain this in more detail when we actually go through the mission. It became they just had to move on to the board, and the Germans had to attack Russians in almost prepared positions in the hope. I mean, oh, my dice have been like, Mr. 6 guy when it's 4-1. Yeah, that's me. In the hope that I would actually knock him out and he doesn't knock me out. And on a straight trade-off, I had less units. It just seemed absolutely preposterous. And I don't use that word often, the victory condition. So we gave up on that one halfway through, and we're going to move on to Situation 8. But we'd also afterwards had a discussion about how would we make this better? What's missing? And we worked out that the victory conditions were far too lenient for the Russians. And the Germans had two good units that weren't really able to be used. These are the, I say, long-range artillery, the Vesp, and I think it's a Hummel. And they were just absolutely pointless because they couldn't really target anything because there was no one spotting for them. Aha. So that night, when you go to bed and you start, oh, bloody hell, that was a waste of 2 hours of my life, blah, 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 blah. The brain started clearing. I said, well, why don't we just do it again with the modified victory conditions that we're going to do and give the Germans a CP unit, which allows them to spot. So I postulated that to Ari, and I said, let's just add that and then roll to see who plays which side again, if you're happy with the tweaks. And he said, I'm happy with the tweaks. So we're going to be doing it again, and it will probably drop Friday, maybe Saturday, by the time I actually convert the log file I've been going through and adding my own personal propaganda based narration to the game. So that's Panzerblitz. So that's going to be continuing, and then they'll go on with Situation 8. The aim for Panzerblitz is to do the 12 scenarios that came in the box, and then we'll decide what to do from there, because there are other scenarios. How balanced. That scenario 7 definitely not balanced, and I found that most of the scenarios are not balanced. But it's been a blast to play, and carry on through there. Right. Dragonbane. Okay, this has not been as successful as I thought it or hoped it would be. I did an initial unboxing of this, and I'll look through rather than unboxing, thought what I thought about it, rather than purely what the contents were. I then did a character creation, and yeah, got a little bit of response, and I thought, right, okay, I won't carry it on then. But I still wanted to play it, so I sort of sat down with myself and persuaded myself to actually let's run through. And I run the first two, first adventure and the first arrival into a town, and yeah, got quite a lot of views, but not many likes. And I can only judge on likes. Anyone can view something, but likes, it got 3 likes. I'm used to getting like at least 10, 9 or 12. Let's say at least 10. Let's say 5, 6-ish. It got 3. I don't know if people are actually wanting to watch this or not. And on that, if you guys can't be bothered to, if you really enjoy this and you didn't forget to click the like, I'm afraid I am going to be continuing this because I'm playing solo. There's rules in here for solo play and all the rest of it. So I will be continuing this, but I just won't bring it to the channel, because to bring it to the channel is actually quite a lot of work. It's, I'd say, 3 times more work than anything else that I do, because I've got to do the different characters, different voices, the interaction. There's 2 character screens that I'm sort of playing with. It's a lot more work to do. And if I'm not getting people watching it, I might as well just play it on my own. I will play with myself. However, if I get any comments in here that say, actually, I want to, I should have clicked like, or anything like that, it could come back. So, but at the present moment, it ain't coming to the channel, but I will be continuing it myself. Right, and that brings me to a big project, and it's a project with 2 other players. There's Mark Trowbridge, who has been one of my erstwhile opponents for the last, since 2020, when we were COVID, and we did some playtesting for Hexasim, and we did it for the Waterloo 2nd edition. No, we were. I've mentioned it 1,000 times. Don't worry, I'm not going to mention it again. And then Mark Hanna, who has his own channel, which, if you look in my descriptions and such forth, you can find a link to his channel. And we're going to do Quatre Bras and Ligny combined. So it's this one and this one together. Again, using Vassal, because we live in quite different parts of the country. And so I'll be going through the logs like I did with Mark when we played Place Hansois. We're going to do, Mark is playing Luca. Now, there's 2 Marks. There's Mark with a K, Trowbridge, who is playing Blucher, who I played at Austerlitz. There is Mark with a C rather than a K, Anna, who's going to be playing Wellington. Okay, and I therefore must be playing the Emperor, Napoleon. Now, the way, unfortunately, Hexasim haven't released, or Fessel or anybody else released, a actual module that links them all through, so we all three play at the same time. We're playing two separate games, but linking them as we play. So, Quatre Bras, me and Mark with a C, and Ligny with me versus Mark with a K. Now, the Quatre Bras battlefield starts at 2 p.m. The Ligny starts at 3 p.m. So me and Mark C will be beginning doing a whole hour turn. Each turn is an hour. So how is that going to work? We're going to be playing scenario 2, or campaign game 2, which is with the variable reinforcements. So de Erlon's Corps could arrive at Quatre Bras, or it could arrive at Ligny. There are variable coalition reinforcements, and if Mark K, that's the only way I can differentiate. Say Mark. Let's say, well, we call the name Blucher could call in Hulau's Fourth Corps. That'll cost him a lot of victory points, but it could arrive. And that's where, and there's a joining map between the two. So if you actually played physically, and I have played this physically with a guy called Gerard, if I can't remember which side he played. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so there's a little map which is it's physically in the game, it's in Quatre Bras, but it's not on the Vassal module. However, we've counted the hexes between the two. So if anyone wants to, the Prussians are feeling really light getting on, they can send the whole of the Second Corps to go and help at Quatre Bras. It would be, in my mind, it's extremely foolish, but that's their decision. Or they could be a allied division that marches, or their heavy cavalry that goes and marches across to help the Prussians, which is more likely because the coalition can bring a lot of reinforcements, but bringing them in costs victory points. So that's how we're going to do it. We've sort of started. We're having a little bit of teething problems with how the variable reinforcements work, but we're getting there. And once I've got a few logs going, I will then create, like I did with Plan Santoire, a playthrough where I'll narrate what's going on, again, giving my spin on it. And we might actually at some points bring the other players in with either a live video, or we could, as a discussion point, or they could send me a video and I can integrate that into what I actually do. But that's the plan. We have started it. It's 2 p.m. on the battlefield of Quatre Bras. Wellington has arrived. Picton's division is marching down the Brussels road, and Ney sat on his arse doing nothing. In other words, he failed the right activation roll. So there we go. Typical Ney, and the coalition moving in quickly. So yeah, that's that. How long is that game going to take? I don't know. We don't say. So other things that are sort of on the horizon. This is all the stuff that I'm doing or going to be doing now. Stuff on the horizon. I received a gift from a Mark Jura. I did mention it in one of my previous little chats along, which was, I think it was called Airbridge to Victory. He actually sent the game through to me. It's the Market Garden campaign. I had a look at it and I thought, okay. I mean, I haven't, that's now the only game I've got on Market Garden. So, and I thought at that time, well, that was back in January. I thought that might be actually nice to do on the 80th anniversary of the campaign. So that's what I, now notice this, intend to do. Why is the intend not an absolute? Well, the game's in storage. And it's a little bit difficult to get to because I've got a lot of shit in storage. So it's getting to the game and also getting to the storage. So, yeah, I've got, remember what box it's in, B, then get to that box, and C, get the box out and then the game. But that is the plan. I mean, I've got a month and a few days. But he sent that game through to me, and I thought I really appreciate it, and I really would like to get it to the table. I mean, I'm not going to actually get the physical game to the table because I'm going to again do it on the Vassal module, but I do need obviously the rules, charts and tables, etc. So, and I'll do that in my normal standard way, explaining the game, going through the units, go through the rules, and then boom, into the actual campaign itself. Will I actually complete it? Don't know. Hope to. Can't be that long. So that's on the horizon. Now, with the demise, I say demise, but the Dragonbane, I normally like to do something because I've got fingers in every pie. I like historical gaming. I like board gaming. I like Euros. I like role playing and such forth. And I want to bring a little bit of all that to the channel. So the tabletop role playing hasn't taken off. Fair enough. I want to do something either sci-fi, and I was planning to do at some point Starship Trooper, but that seems a lot of work for solo, and me and Mark are now playing Quatre Bras. So I'm not going to bring that yet. Some point might do. The book actually upset me a little bit in the sense that it was a bit dull. Sorry if there's any Heinlein fans out. I mean, I love Heinlein. Stranger in a Strange Land. Yay. Loved it. Starship Trooper, I found dull. I've been reading a series called Drop Trooper by Rick Partlow, and he's done 15 or 16 books. I'm on to about book 13 of those. Fantastic. Everything I wanted Starship Trooper to be is in there. Tactical, sci-fi, believable. The characters, the main character can be a little bit irritating. He's a Mr. Want know-it-all. But, it works. I'm enjoying it. And Mr. Rick Partlow, thank you very much if you ever get to watch this. I'm going to be starting reading some of your other series and give them a try. But yeah, Starship Trooper, I didn't enjoy it. And that really put me off actually investing the time in it. I set up scenario 1 to do solo. I thought, right, I'll finish the book first. And yeah. And me and Mark are going to do scenario 2, which has the first one with the bugs. But, I was like, it really did cheese me off. Sorry. If there are any Heinlein or think Starship Trooper is the best thing since Light Bread, we've all got different tastes. It just didn't get me. Whereas Stranger in a Strange Land did. I think it's the only 2 I've ever read of his. So maybe I'll need to invest more time on it. But yeah. Sorry, Starship. I mean, I think I read Starship Trooper probably when I was in my teens and probably loved it then. I enjoyed Sven Hassel books back in when I was teens. Do I think I'll ever read a Sven Hassel book again? Probably not. I mean, I used to enjoy it. Hold on. There we go. Here's some classics from the past. These comics in my teens. And I resubscribed to Commando comics recently. And to be honest, not bad. Some of them are more cheesier than nachos, but some of them are quite fine and fantastic for reading on the bog. And if you run out of toilet paper, you've read it. Yay, the way you go. So yeah, I mean, I do like my nostalgia. So, but no, it just back to Star Trek didn't work. So after all that waffle, what am I actually talking about? So I want to bring something sci-fi or fantasy to the channel. I have done various things in that category before. I did a card game. Trying to remember, Iron Helm, was it? Yeah, Iron Helm. That was quite nice, quite enjoyable. Might do that. The other thing I've been thinking about on the sci-fi side is Space 4X. Space Empires 4X. There are solo missions in that, and there are opposed. So I'll probably do a solo one if I bring that to the table. I haven't quite decided yet if that's what I'm doing. I haven't got any fantasy war games. I've played a few, but I actually don't have any, like War of the Ring or the SPI one or anything like that. I haven't got them. So can't really do that. The other thing I've been doing, carrying on that, is role playing with a group. I've been playing Deadlands, Savage World Deadlands, Weird West. That's where I do it. And when I was looking at, I then started looking at Gunslinger, and I thought, I don't own Gunslinger. That might be an eBay purchase, but I'll have to have a look at it. It's on the dear side. So if any of you out there have got a spare copy of Gunslinger that you don't want and don't want to value it, send it through. Yeah, right. As I said, I started this channel coming up now 2021, so we're coming up for the 4th year. And it was initially to play games that were sitting on my shelf. It wasn't with the aim of actually purchasing games to then sit on my shelf, but that's what's happened. Battle Hymn and Ambush fit into that category. Anzio, I didn't own any of those games, and a few others. Caesar's Legions. I've just picked up Caesar Elysia, and I'm thinking about that one as well, but that will be probably into next year. Unless, again, you guys say, hey, you got Caesar Elysia, please do it. It's at the end of the day, it's what you guys want to watch, and then what I want to actually play. I did say initially was just to play the games that were sitting on my shelf and not doing anything. And I've still got quite a lot of those games sitting on my shelf, not doing like Space Empires. I have played that quite a lot in the past, but I probably haven't touched it in about 3 years. So that would be nice to bring back to, I keep saying to the channel, because I haven't got a table that I can physically bring these games to at the present moment. Hence why everything has moved on to Vassal and me on the screen. And I think that's about it. So August 2024. So this is the 6th of August. With me saying at the present moment, I've just finished Battle Hymn. Can't make up my mind if I'm going to do Ambush or Battle Hymn. Battle Hymn Mission 2. Ambush, I think it's Mission 7. Let me know in the comments what you would prefer to see. The next thing, Dragonbane. As I said, at the present moment, it's on hiatus from the channel. I'm probably going to continue it off. Well, there's no problem. I will be continuing it off channel because then I don't have to do all the talking you and talking in my head then. Yeah. But if you guys do want to see it, let me know in the comments, and then go and hit back on the like button on the previous blinking episodes. Let me know that you like, because it's only through your likes that I know what you actually would like or enjoy watching. So that's Dragonbane. Into the Woods, that'll be continuing, and each turn will be probably an activation, an AM, or maybe 2, depending on, or maybe even half of one, depending. I don't want the episodes to be too long on that one, 20-25 minutes. Other than that, Panzer Blitz will be continuing. We're going to be doing Mission 7. Situation 7. Got to get the words right. Mission for Ambush and for Battle Hymn. Situation for blah blah. Scenarios for Last Eagles and so forth. And then if you want to see, I'm going to say Space Corps. No, done Space Corps. Got its name out. Space Empires 4X, or something on something else fantasy or sci-fi that you guys can recommend. And yeah, that's it. So I'm at 920 odd subscribers at the present moment. The magic 1000 is actually approaching. I don't know what will happen when the magic 1000 happens. I don't know if my computer will suddenly explode into joyful jig in front of me and start leaping there, and what they've got YouTube come up and tap me on the back. I have no idea, but 1000 is the magic number. So if you haven't subscribed yet and you're watching a lot of my stuff, or even you watch one video, subscribe. Let me get to that 1000. Let me find out if my computer will do it. If my computer does the thing, I'll actually video it and bring you over to the channel for you guys. Yeah, it's been a lot of work. I've done something like 520 odd videos. Some of them don't get many views at all. Some of them do. So, and it's only through the likes that I know what you guys enjoy watching. So until next time, I keep saying so. Why do I keep saying so? I suppose so is better than or is it? Anyway, thank you. It's been a blast so far. I hope to continue. And until next time, play games, have fun, because that's what it's all about in the end. And yeah, buy internet. Got to press the button though. Where's the button? There it was.